Have a seat here.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Melissa.
Nice to meet you too.
My name's Ellie. I'm one of the chiropractors here at Hoxton Chiropractic. What brings you in today?
Yeah, so mainly I have kind of like neck and shoulder pain. I'm not really sure which it is because they seem to kind of like link together.
Okay.
Like at first I thought it was always this part of my shoulder that hurts.
On the right hand side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I used to get it during exam term and stuff when I was like writing.
Okay.
I'd get a really bad shoulder pain. But then a few times I've had like neck massages and suddenly it's been gone, so I don't really know which it is. But yeah, that's mainly it.
And with the neck pain, does it ever, or the shoulder pain, does it ever travel down the arms at all?
No, not really, no.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Would you say it's worse on the right compared to the left?
Yeah, I think so. Especially days I've used it a lot.
Yeah.
It's worse at the end of the day.
Okay. All right, so what we'll do today is I'm going to ask you a ton more questions about this pain. We're just going to run through your medical history. We'll assess you, we'll check out what's going on, and then if I think it's safe and appropriate to, we'll give you a little bit of treatment today. Okay? So how long has this been bothering you for? How long has this been an issue?
I mean, the right shoulder pain I've had at least since like I was like a young teenager. Like I've had it ages.
All right. And has it changed at all since being a teenager? Has it got worse? Has it got better?
About the same.
Stayed the same.
Yeah.
Okay. And you mentioned it's worse when you were studying. Are you desk-based for work?
Yeah.
Okay. And does it get worse throughout the day when you're working at your desk?
Yeah, but I don't think it's ever been as bad as when I used to be like writing, like with the pen and stuff. Like now I guess I'm back a bit more holding the mouse maybe.
Sure. Okay. And do you work in an office or you work from home?
Office.
Office, okay. And what's your setup like? Do you have one screen, two screens?
One screen, yeah, and then a
Keyboard.
Keyboard and mouse, yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So a mouse, and then what's the chair like? Does the chair move?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like that, but less cool. Like it hasn't got the edges, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right. And with the pain, is it there all the time? Is it more intermittent? Does it come and go?
Probably more intermittent,
More
yeah.
intermittent.
I can't really place why or when it's happening. Yeah.
Okay. And how would you describe it? Is it tight? Is it dull? Is it sharp?
It can be sharp. It's really like on and off.
Okay.
So like when I do have it, I notice, but...
Okay. Are you able to kind of say roughly how often you get flare-ups? So say per month?
At least 3 times.
3 times a month, so it's pretty regular.
Yeah.
Okay. And with these flare-ups, do you get any other symptoms? Do you get any headaches, any migraines?
No.
No other symptoms? Any like dizziness?
No.
Any visual changes?
No, I don't think so.
No. Do you ever feel like you lose power of, say, like your arms or your face at all?
No.
No. Still just very much centered on the neck.
Yeah, just this bit here just really hurts.
Got you. Okay. Are you right-handed?
Yes.
Yes. And then in terms of sleep, do you sleep on your right-hand side?
Maybe. I think either right or left.
Right.
I don't know if I move or not.
You're a side sleeper?
Side sleeper, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right. And if we could rate this tightness, this pain out of 10, what would you rate it? So 1 being not so painful and 10 being the most painful.
When it's really bad, it could be like an 8. And then I just want to lie flat in bed and not use it.
Okay. When did you last have a flare-up?
Gosh, I wonder. I'm really not good at keeping track of it.
Completely fine. I feel like I'm asking quite detailed questions here, so if you can't remember, it's all fine.
It might have been a day when I was like I feel like I went on a trip and then on the way back there was like lots of moving about on trains and like stuff, and I remember being really worn out and really in pain by the end of that journey. So I don't think I was carrying anything either. It was all on like a suitcase on this side. So.
What is a day of movement like for you? So you mentioned obviously you're a desk worker. Do you do any exercise? Do you have a long commute? Do you do a lot of walking?
Yeah, I've got a long commute, about an hour and a half each way.
Okay.
I sometimes walk in my lunch break, but if I do, it's probably only like total half an hour.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, mostly sitting all day.
That's all right. And with your commute, are you driving? Are you getting the train?
Train.
The train. Okay, cool. And do you often have a lot of bags with you, or usually just on one bag?
Often quite a lot, yeah.
Tripods.
Tripods
too,
yeah.
And do you find that you're like carrying the tripods more on one side, or do you balance it?
Oh yeah, I always carry them this side.
Tripods was on the right side. Okay, fantastic.
Like if I maybe, so again, like when I used to be like writing and I'm like leaning it more forwards, and then if it's a day where I'm doing a lot of typing, or like lots of work on the computer, it will be bad.
And how is it if you're feeling stressed? Does it ever get worse with stress? It's more with that kind of forward movement of the arm.
Yeah, I've never really like noticed with stress. It could be, but I haven't been aware of it to be able to tell. Yeah,
that's all fine. Have you found anything that makes it better so far?
Yeah, like lying down flat.
Lying down, you mentioned that.
Yeah, just and then sleeping it off. It will be gone by the morning.
Okay. Have you tried any stretches at all for it?
When so back in uni, I did do yoga. Like I was obsessed with yoga for a year, and it did actually, I think, help it.
Okay.
But like the thing that helped it most was like one of the final stretches. You were just like lying flat and like hands up flat on the floor for like 10 minutes.
Lying down on the hard ground feels quite good.
It felt so good.
Okay. Do you ever need to take painkillers for it?
No,
Okay.
like I probably could, but I just don't.
You don't really, okay. And have you tried any heat or any ice on it at all?
I think I have, and it didn't necessarily make it that much better.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, there was one day, I don't know why, it was really painful, and I had a taster of a pottery class in the evening, and I was so worried because I knew I'd be
moving
using
arm
it
forward.
Yeah, so I put a heat patch on it, but it didn't really go away.
Okay, alright. Okay, I think that's all I want to know for now. Now we're just going to run through your general medical history just to make sure we're safe to treat you. Okay, so first of all, do you have any medical conditions? No. Okay. And have you had any fractures ever? Any major surgeries?
No.
Nothing like that. Okay. Any recent traumas? So any car crashes, bike crashes?
No.
Nothing like that. Okay. Have you got any family history of things like heart attacks, cancers or strokes?
No.
Fantastic. And any family history of any different forms of arthritis?
Yes, but I don't know much about it.
It's all fine. And do you have any cardiovascular symptoms? So what I mean by that is any breathlessness, any shooting pain. We've kind of ruled out that shooting pain down the arm is not there. Any palpitations, anything like that?
I get breathless quite easily, but I don't know if it's like related. I don't think it's anything serious.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll check that out. Okay. And are you on any medications?
No.
No medications. Any supplements?
Yeah.
Okay, what supplements are you on?
I have like a daily multivitamin and then a probiotic.
Great, okay, fantastic. Alright, so that's all we need to know for now. What we'll do is we're going to start by taking your blood pressure, if that's alright, okay? And then we'll get going with the assessment. Alright, so if you just keep you there for a second, we're going to go for your left arm, if that's alright.
Can I roll my sleeves up?
If you could roll that left one up, that would be super, yeah. Your blood pressure generally okay?
Yeah, it's usually the lower end sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just pop your arm in there. Okay, so you just pop your arm down. You just rest it on your leg. There we go. So that will just get a little bit tight and then it will release. It's a little bit on the low side, but it's still in the healthy range, so nothing to be concerned about there. And your heart rate's nice and steady, 68, which is again in the healthy range. Okay, so nothing to be concerned about there. Alright, so what I'm going to get you to do is if you pop your trainers off, please, and I'm just going to get you to stand up and then we'll start to see what's going on. So we're going to start by just having a little look at your posture. If anything that we do in these assessments, we're going to be testing your muscle strength, we're going to be just checking how everything's working, where is tight, where's not moving, where is moving. If anything does feel painful, can you let me know, please?
Yeah, okay.
To some extent, we are going to be trying to trigger the pain slightly or reproduce your pain.
Right.
So some things might feel a little tender, but just keep me posted of where you're at with that pain level.
Okay.
All right?
Right.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Face the window for me. So I'm just going to have a little look at your shoulders. We can see that right one is a little bit more raised. And then are you alright for me to have a little feel of your shoulders and your hips? Yeah?
Of course.
Okay, so that right shoulder's sitting a little bit higher. And then the same on the pelvis. Your pelvis is kind of, the right side of the pelvis is kind of lifted up and slightly forward there. Okay. If you just spin yourself around to face the door, I'm going to get you to lean forward and try and touch your toes. You don't need to touch your toes, just go as far as you can. So if you lean forward, I just want to see how you're moving. Good. Nice, and then, does that feel a bit tight?
I thought I could reach them, but...
If you stand yourself up, and you're going to just pop your hands on your lower back, and you're just going to extend backwards like that. Feels okay?
Yeah, it's quite nice.
That's quite nice. Alright, super. Alright, take a seat.
Is it to go this way? Or?
Just facing the window for me. Alright, so we're just going to run through some movements of the neck, and then I'm going to check how all the nerves in your head are working, okay? Because we have some shoulder pain, but we also have some neck pain, so I'm just going to check everything out, okay? So, to start off with, can I get you to take a look to the left, please? Good, and then take a look to the right. That's fine, and then take a look up to the ceiling, and down to the floor. Any of those particularly painful?
This one's probably the most, it's not painful though, it's just quite a big stretch.
Okay, I'm just going to move your hair to the side. I'm just going to take your head across to this side very gently. Any pain there?
No.
No, and if we take it across to the other side? Any pain there?
Not really pain, but more, I can feel it more than the other side.
Feels a bit tighter on this side?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. I'm going to press really firmly on the top of your head. It can feel a little bit weird, but all we're going to try and do is just compress the nerves. So if you get any sharp pains, any of that piercing pain, if you get any numbness, tingling, can you let me know?
Okay.
Alright? Does that increase your pain at all?
Not at all.
Fantastic, alright. And then I'm going to do the opposite now. I'm going to almost try and lift your head up. Can you let me know if that relieves your symptoms slightly?
Okay.
So,
It does feel a bit nicer actually.
yeah, okay, alright. Just want to test the muscle strength in your arms now, so I'm going to get you to pop your arms out to the side like this. That's it, and I'm going to try and press your arms down. Can you try and stop me from doing that? Alright? You bring them up a little bit more, just to there. Perfect. Alright, stop me pressing them down. Fine, and then stop me pulling them up. That's all good. And then we're going to do some more, so I'm going to put your hands like this. Can you try and push my hands together? Fine, push my hands apart. Good, if you put your hands like that, push my hands up, push my hands down. Good, alright, and if you put your hands like that, I'm going to try and push your fingers together. Can you stop me? We're just checking all the nerves work, okay?
Ow.
It's fine, that's all good. That's all fine, you can pop your arms down. Alright, so I'm going to just have a little feel of the joints in your back, if that's alright, okay? So with the this right-sided pain, does it come down into your mid-back at all?
A bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's check out those nerves in your head. So we're going to start by checking your eyes. Okay, we're going to do something called a cranial nerve test. You've got 12 different cranial nerves, and they all run through the head and the neck, some into the brain and the eyes. So we just want to check that all of these are working as they should be. Okay. So one of the ones that we're going to do, we're not going to run through all of them, but one of the ones we're going to do is we're going to check your eyes. Okay. So I'm going to get you to look at the end of this stick, and I'm going to get you to follow it with your eyes, not with your head. Okay. So we're going to check cranial nerves. So we're going to start with the eyes. You just follow the end of the stick with your eyes, not with your head. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So I'm just going to move it from side to side there. Just going to do a few more movements. So follow this stick with your eyes. This is fine. Okay, keep following this with your eyes. That's all fine. Good. Okay, and can I get you to do a really happy face? Now we're just checking that all the muscles in your face are working properly. So I'm going to get you to a really happy face, like a really big smile, like fine, and a really sad face. And I just want to check that everything is good in terms of like the throat and the neck. So I'm going to get you to go, you stick your tongue out. Fine, okay, that's all good. All right, let's get you led on your front, please, Melissa. So your head is going to be facing down, and your hands can either just drop down to the floor, or you can hold onto the little handlebars that are just there, whatever feels more comfortable. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to get you to come backwards just a little bit. All right. You comfy there?
Yep.
Yeah, and if you just either pop your arms to the ground or there's just those little handles just there. Okay, so I'm going to be having a little feel of how the facet joints are moving in your spine, okay? Got a little facet joint in between, or I've got two in between each vertebra, okay? And we're seeing how they're moving and how they're not moving, because sometimes these can be a culprit in your pain.
Okay.
Any tenderness around here?
Not really. It just feels nice.
Okay. Bit tender there?
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, so this is the base of the neck, and it's called the CT junction. And your CT junction on the right, there's not as much movement there as we would perhaps want, okay? And that's not a problem, but sometimes the joints in the spine, they can stop moving,
Okay.
And this can happen for a number of different reasons. It can be from too much movement or repetitive movements. It can be from carrying heavy things or carrying things in a strange way. It can be from not moving, sleeping in a strange way. It can be so many different things, and rarely is it one thing that has caused these facets to stop moving.
Okay.
As I say, it's not a problem, but they can be a little bit tender. Okay. I'm going to check out your lower back as well, if that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So sometimes if you have pain in your neck or in your upper back, we can sometimes compensate for it lower down, vice versa. If you have lower back pain, sometimes we can compensate for it further up. So although there's no lower back pain there, we'll get everything a little bit more balanced out if it's needed. So yes, we've got that definite shift to the right of your pelvis there. Your pelvis is doing this sort of movement, so it's coming slightly to the right. It's very, very minimal, so not an issue. So I'm just going to bend your legs up if that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to do this. Does that feel okay on the back?
Yeah.
No back pain there?
Maybe a little bit actually.
Whereabouts?
Yeah.
In the mid-back. Okay, fantastic. All right. All right, and then we're going to bend the legs up again. Can you try and kick my hands down? Good. And then pull my hands in. Fine. Okay, you can pop your legs down. And are you getting any pain if I press on either of these joints through the pelvis here?
I wouldn't call it pain.
Feels okay?
Yeah, I can
Fantastic.
feel some sort of like stretch there, but I don't think
Up
it's
through
pain.
here?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right. Lie into your back, please. We're going to have a little feel of your neck. To start with, can I just get you to take your arms up to the ceiling? Is that all right? Okay. And I'm just going to bring your arms this way. Let me know if you get any pain. All right. Feels okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Super. All right. Count those arms back. And I'm just going to try and put some nerve stress through your arms. Okay, we're going to do this on both sides. So we've got 3 different nerves that run down the arms, main ones. And we're just going to try and stretch those and see if that irritates your shoulder, your neck pain at all. Okay. If you get any numbness or tingling as well, let me know. All right. So I'm just going to take your arm down like that. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And can I get you to take your right ear across to your right shoulder? That feels all right?
It kind of hurts here.
It hurts in the right side. Okay. All right. And I'm going to just take your hand down like that. Feels okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
fine.
comfortable, but it's okay.
Do you feel a little stretch there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're going to do the same on this side. If you can again take your head across to the right, don't force it to a point that feels painful, but you're getting no pain there.
Yeah, it's just here.
You're getting pain on the right. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to take your head across to the left. Okay. So, if you take your left ear to your left shoulder, that all feels fine.
Yeah, I think so. My hand kind of hurts.
Your hand hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah? Any numbness in there at all?
No, I
Not really.
just felt it compared to the other side.
Okay. All right. Any pain in there at all?
Not at all.
Okay. And then we'll go up. You take your left ear to your left shoulder. You got it? That feels okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. You have that arm back. So you alright for me to just have a little feel of how those joints are moving in your neck, yeah? You just pop your head up for me a second. I'm just going to move your hair out of the way. Fantastic. Alright, you can relax your head down. Feel a bit tender in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of a bit sore in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so just feeling how these joints are moving. This one is really restricted and it seems like it's quite irritated as well. So I'm going to stop pressing on that, but we will treat that in a moment, okay? Feeling a little tight down here as well.
Right.
Yeah. Anything on the left at all?
Not really.
It's all in the right.
Yeah.
And as I'm pressing here, are you getting pain anywhere else in this region?
A tiny bit just below it, but
Below it? Okay.
yeah.
Do you ever get any pain down into the chest at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah, pretty tight in there. Alright, I'm just going to run through some movements, okay? So all you need to do is just let your head be super floppy. I'm going to move your head, alright? If you do get any pains, let me know.
Okay.
That all feels okay.
Yeah.
Any soreness there?
Nope.
No? Okay, perfect. Alright. Can I get you to sit yourself up, please? Any pain there in that right side?
No, maybe a tiny bit.
A little bit. Shall I do it again?
It's like I can feel something happening in the shoulder, but I don't know if it's pain.
Okay, alright. You take the thumbs down to the floor. We're going to do a similar thing. Stop me pushing the arms down there.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing at all. Good, alright. And can you just take your arms all the way up to the ceiling for me like that? It's okay?
Cracking.
Lots of cracking. Any pain with that?
No.
No, that's alright?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Alright. I'm just going to have a little feel of your pulses if that's okay. Yeah. That's all fine. You can do it at the same time with the other side if that's okay. Alright, we're going to get started with some treatment. Okay, so in regards to the pain that you're having in the right side, the shoulder seems fully functional. Okay, so I don't think this is necessarily a shoulder issue.
Right.
But the trapezius muscle, which is it's kind of like a diamond shaped muscle. Okay, so it sits from all the way up here, comes onto the shoulder, and then it ends up down here. It makes like a kind of triangle shape. The upper portion of that on your right hand side seems really, really tight and really irritated, as well as the levator scapulae muscle, which sits in a similar region, and it runs from the scapula, which is the shoulder blade, and attaches onto those joints up in the right side of the neck. Okay? So with the right side of the neck, we have lots of facet restrictions and facet irritations. Now a facet joint, I'll show you on this spine. It's a very, very small joint. You've got one that sits, as I said, in between every single vertebra, one on each side. And for you, the whole way down this right hand side, we've got restrictions, we call them. Now restrictions is quite a scary term, it's like it's restricted, but it's not a problem. Everyone has restrictions, it's just when they become symptomatic that they're problematic, okay? As I mentioned before, they can be caused by many, many things. Lifestyle, movement, not enough movement, the way we carry things. Stress can also be a factor. Different kinds of stress, so emotional stress, physical stress, chemical stress on our body can all play into this, okay? Now, what I'm going to suggest we do today is we'll focus our treatment on getting this region moving, okay, so getting those restrictions a little bit more mobile, alright. You also have some upper back tightness on the left, okay, and then some restrictions down on this right hand side, okay, and this is not an abnormal presentation. Quite often when we have, as I said before, when we have pain higher up, we can sometimes compensate for it lower down and vice versa. In your case, we've got a bit of a zigzag going on, so we have tightness and we have symptoms here. Okay, we have a little tightness here and we have a little tightness here. Okay, these are not issues.
So they're a result of that one?
Potentially, we can't say 100%, but we're going to treat your spine as a whole. Okay, the reason potentially we have tightness here is because if your neck is a little tight and a little irritated, you're being pulled slightly to the right. I don't know if you can feel that right now, but your head is slightly off to the right.
I feel like now I'm trying to be aware of what I can, maybe?
So it's very, very minor. So your head is very, very slightly shifted off to the right, okay? And our body will try and always put us in a position where our eye line is level. So if your head, I'm exaggerating, you don't look like this, but if your head is being pulled off to the side like this, over here in your spine is going to potentially pull you that way so that your eye line is level, then we get that tightness up through here. Sometimes there's a little overcompensation and then we end up with tightness further down to level us off again. Can't say 100% that's what's happening here, but that's definitely the presentation that we have. If it feels tight, it could definitely feel in the pec here, which is the muscle here. If that feels tight, which it does feel tight on you, if it's pulling you forward, it could feel like the shoulder is slightly forward, okay? I don't think the shoulder is forward, but you definitely have a lot of tightness here. Now, the nerves that come out of these little joints in this part of the neck, a lot of them tell the shoulder and the arm what to do. So if we have symptoms up here, if we have pain up here and we have pain down here, quite often it is related. Not always, but I think in your case, they definitely are connected. Okay.
Mystery solved.
So what we're going to do today is we'll do a little bit of treatment, all right? And we just want to see how you respond to this. We're not going to do tons of treatment today. We're going to do an adjustment here, we're going to do an adjustment here, and we're going to do an adjustment here. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll get you to come back, we'll see how you responded to this treatment, and then we'll put a treatment plan in place from there, depending on how you responded, okay? With chiropractic treatment, rarely do we do one adjustment and you're fixed. This is kind of, we do, I wish it were like that. We do have to do regular treatment usually, particularly initially, to get that pain level down. And then in terms of keeping the pain away or keeping the symptoms away, that's usually a combination of sometimes maintenance care, if that works for you, or lifestyle changes. So looking at the way we carry our bags, the way we walk, our shoes, etc., and changing our, not our entire lifestyle, but looking at what is contributing to our pain and managing it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Before we get going with any treatment, do you have any questions?
I don't think so. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. All right, so I'll talk you through the treatment. We're going to start with you lying on your front, if that's okay. So you're going to be face down, as you were before, and we're going to start with the mid-back. Okay. If at any point you have any pain, if you feel uncomfortable, you want me to stop, just let me know. Okay. All right.
Thank you. I just get really nervous for this bit.
You feel a little bit nervous?
Yeah.
I think that's completely normal because the sounds can feel quite scary, right?
Yeah.
Do you does your spine, does your body kind of crack quite a lot without a chiropractor?
Yes.
Yes. So similar thing. When there is a sound, it's just gas being released from the joint. It's not the bones actually grinding against each other or snapping. Okay.
Okay.
So if there is a sound, please do not panic. It's just gas. Okay. And sometimes there isn't even a sound. Okay. So I'm not looking for this joint to make a huge noise. I'm looking to feel that improved range of motion when I'm using my hands. Okay. So sometimes I won't keep going until it makes a noise because we don't want to force that joint into submission. Okay. So I'm going to start with an adjustment here if that's all right. Okay. So what we'll do is I'm going to create a little bit of pressure here. I'll get you to take a breath in, and then on your breath out we're going to put like a little fast impulse through the joint just there, okay? You might feel a little pressure, you might feel a little pop. Okay, you alright for me to give that a shot? Yeah. Okay. Take a nice big deep breath in and let it all go. You okay?
Yep.
Fantastic.
I think it's just the shock.
Yeah, I get it. It's a little scary sometimes. Okay, so that's moving a lot better. And I'm going to do another one just a little bit lower. Okay. All right. Can I get you to drop your arms to the floor? Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to do another one just here. Take a nice big deep breath in and let it all go. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, super. We're going to get that CT junction moving now, right? Just on this right hand side. So, for this one, we're going to use a little rotation of your head, alright? If you feel uncomfortable, if you don't like it, please let me know. Alright? So, all you need to do is just let your head be super floppy. I'm going to move you, I'm just going to move your hair. So you can find your head there, perfect. And I'm going to take you across to the side there. How's that feeling?
It's okay.
That's alright. Okay, So there's going to be a little impulse through that joint just there.
Okay.
Alright. Take a nice big deep breath in and let it all go. Okay, alright. Fantastic. Super. Alright, can I get you to lie on your back, please?
Yep.
If you have any pain, if you have any dizziness, don't like it, again, just let me know.
Thank you.
Just pop your head up. Fantastic. And then put your head down. A little tight down here on the left as well, but we'll see how we go with this right adjustment. So I'm not going to do it just yet, but what we'll do is I'm going to take you across to the side a little bit like this.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to rotate you a little bit, just a little bit, not much, like that. Okay. And then we're going to put a fast impulse through the joint. Okay. Not going to use much force. Again, if it feels funny, let me know. Okay. You happy for me to give that a shot?
Yeah.
Super. Just let your head be super heavy, really heavy. That's amazing. Really heavy head, just let yourself relax. There we go, that's super. You wiggle your toes for me. And relax this muscle here. Okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Well done.
That's okay.
I don't really like that being done to me either.
Yeah.
I get it done, but it's not my favourite.
I think the toes helped. Yeah.
Good distraction techniques.
Yeah.
How's that joint feeling there now?
I feel like it helped. I don't know if it's like, what do you call it? The super. Probably did.
It's definitely moving a little bit better.
Yeah, it's not just me then.
Okay. I'm going to do the other side as well if that's alright, because you're a little tight on this left side. Alright.
Okay.
It's got quite a few of the segments on the right hand side, but we'll get everything moving. So I'm going to do this left hand side. You comfy there? Yeah. Just let your head be like a bowling ball. Just let it be super heavy. That's awesome. Alright, nice big deep breath in. Let it go. Okay.
Yeah, it makes such a loud sound.
That's all the neck adjustments we're going to do today. No more neck cracking. Just want to do one more on your lower back, if that's alright.
Yeah, the back feels like nowhere near as scary now. I'm all good.
Okay, so you've got these little muscles on the back of your neck. Okay,
Yeah.
they're really small. I've got my fingers just resting on them here. Okay, I'm kind of pressing into them a little bit. These are called your sub-occipital muscles. They're really, really small. You've got several of them, and they kind of just run like that down the back of the neck. Okay, and yours are really, really, really tight, which is not uncommon for desk workers. Okay, but while I'm here, we're just giving those a little bit of traction, just lengthening those out. Do you have a foam roller at home?
What, sorry?
A foam roller. I'll show you in a second, because there's some stuff you can do at home just to get these nice and released off after a day of work. Same as before, if you feel uncomfortable, tell me.
Right.
I promise you you're not going to fall off the table, but we'll bring you off the table a little bit to get enough rotation through your spine for us to be able to adjust that right side of your back. Okay? Alright? You bring your hips forward a little bit for me, so if you just bring the bottom one through as well, so if you pull yourself forward, fantastic. Alright, and this is where it's going to get a little bit pretzely, okay? So this leg is going to go to here, this arm's going there. Alright, so we're going to roll you down like that. Do you feel like you're going to fall?
It does.
Yeah. Okay, so my knee is going to go just here, okay, on your knee, alright? And then we'll take you quite far over. I promise you, you're not going to fall off the table, alright? Okay. You feeling alright?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Take a nice big deep breath in. And let it all go. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. Good.
Oh, that one feels so different now.
The lower back.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, pelvis is looking a little bit more central.
Yeah, it feels so weird.
I'm just going to see how all these joints are moving. Should we need to do any more adjustments? But I think That's all we need to do today. You feeling alright?
Yeah.
Doing okay? Okay, cool. Alright, I'm just going to get you just to go through some movements again, just to see if there's any difference in your range of motion. Feels a little bit better. Yeah, and then come back. And let's see on this side. How's that feeling in there?
Yeah, it's so good for you all now.
Fantastic. So we're going to leave it there for today in terms of treatment. Just in regards to the foam roller that I mentioned. Have you seen one of these before?
I have seen them before.
Like in the gym and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. This one is okay for what I'm going to advise you to do. But you can get some with like really big teeth in them, which are quite nice. Okay, like big ridges in them.
Right.
All you can do is lie on, you know when you say you lie on the floor and it's quite nice on your back?
Yeah.
You can get one of these and just lie on your back, put this into the suboccipital muscles, which, as I was explaining before, they're in like the base of the neck. You can just relax onto that for about 30 seconds to a minute. You don't need to move. You can feel a little bit of pressure there. It shouldn't feel painful, but can feel slightly tender.
Right.
Okay, just helps those muscles to relax off a little bit. All right.
So it's like putting it onto the ridges.
Yes. Yeah. So if I was going to use this one, I'd lie on my back. Get these ridges are not as rigid as I would like, but get them into the back of the neck. I'm just lying on the floor. Head will be a little bit like this, so it's slightly forward, but I'm just relaxing my head onto the foam roller. I'm not holding it. Okay, all right. Now, in our next session, I'm going to run through some more exercises that will help you in terms of managing this. But for today, we just want to see how this treatment goes, see how you respond to it, and then on our next session, we'll put a treatment plan in place going forward. Okay. Any other questions?
I did think of one.
Go for it, yeah.
So like with like massages and stuff, when it feels, are they actually helping if I was like getting a massage on my neck or something and the tension felt like it went away a bit?
Yeah.
Is that good or is it aggravating it?
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, anything that reduces your pain is fantastic. The muscles are definitely very, very, very tight in that upper trap and that levator scapulae region. So muscles are innervated by nerves, and the nerves come out of the spine. They come out of the facet joints, quite a lot of them. Okay. So if we have irritation or if we have compression, you don't have any compression, but if there's irritation in those facet joints, sometimes the muscles can be quite reactive to that and they can become tight, which I think in your case what you have slightly, but the muscles are also quite tight generally. As a byproduct of an engaged muscle, we get lactic acid and we get waste products. A little bit like if you went to the gym and you did loads and loads of squats, the next day your legs would be sore and they'd be irritated and they'd be full of lactic acid, which is that waste product when we've had a muscle engaging and working. Same things happens when you are carrying things, when you're using this side a lot. It engages, it doesn't relax, and then we end up with all these tight spots. They're called trigger points, some people call them knots, where it feels really, really irritated and sore. Massage can be fantastic for those trigger points. Alright, nice to see you again, Melissa.
Nice to see you
How
again.
are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good today.
How have you been since the last time I saw you? I think it's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, pretty good. I've added the foam rollers currently on my birthday wish list, which is really
amazing.
So, yeah, and I've been trying to like especially stretch the neck. Now I'm aware it's my neck. I've been stretching that like when I've been like boiling the kettle and things and trying to add it to the day. Yeah, I've been trying to incorporate some of the things.
Fantastic. Alright, well what we'll do today is I'm going to reassess you and just see if there's any difference from last time, how you are generally. We'll give you a little bit more treatment today because you said that you responded quite well to the last treatment, that you didn't have any pain afterwards and you felt good. So we'll be looking to do a little bit more today if we think it's needed. Okay. So just before we get going, have you had any flare-ups in the last couple of weeks?
Once about 2 or so days ago actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but
and that was the first one?
Yeah, and it was weird because I don't really exercise much.
Okay.
But I tried to do the like wee ring fit thing where you get like the round thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I just overused it or maybe I'm not used to the feeling.
Okay.
But it really hurt.
Interesting. And has that calmed down now, or is it still feeling a bit sore?
I think it's pretty much gone.
Okay. Was it like a steering wheel kind of thing? Or?
Yeah, it's like this round thing that you push in to score points.
Cool. I think I know what you mean. Alright. Great, okay, and that's been the only flare up. Where are we with the pain today out of 10?
1.
A 1 out of 10, okay, cool. And have you had any headaches or migraines in the last couple of weeks?
No.
No headaches or migraines. Any visual changes?
No.
No, good. Any dizziness or double vision?
No.
No. Any fainting?
No.
Any trouble speaking, swallowing?
No.
No, fantastic. Have you had any pain going down the arms at all?
No.
No pins and needles, nothing like that?
No.
Cool, okay. And any new symptoms at all that you've noticed since I last saw you?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty much the same as last time, yeah. But
Okay.
yeah.
Great, alright. We'll check you out then. If you have a seat on the bench for me.
Thank you.
Alright, can I get you just have a look to the left, please? Good. And to the right. Great. Let me know if any of these movements feel sore or tight at all. Okay. Look up to the ceiling. Good. And then down to the floor. All feels okay?
Yeah.
And then come back to the middle. Just going to get you to take your head across to one side. That feels okay?
Yeah, it's just tight.
Just tight. On the other side. That feels okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Now I'm just going to do all of those movements now, but myself. So you're going to let your head be really, really heavy.
Okay.
My hands are just going to go on your forehead if that's alright, and then my other hand's going to go on the back of your neck, and I'm just going to be moving your head. All right?
Okay.
I'm just going to be seeing if I can take you into any more rotation. Feel a bit tight there?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do the same on the other side if that's alright. If you just drop your head down. Bit sore in there.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
side's much sore.
Yeah, definitely a lot tighter on the left today compared to last time.
Yeah.
You said you've been trying to carry your tripods more on the left hand side.
Yeah, I've switched over.
There we go. Which doesn't mean that it's bad to do that. I'm really happy that you're balancing the load of the tripods, but I think your body's just going to take a little while to adapt to that, so not a problem.
Right.
But we can definitely feel that there's some change going on there. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to press really firmly on the top of your head. Can you let me know if this increases your pain or if you get any pain going down your arms?
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
Feels okay?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm going to do the opposite now. I'm going to just lift your head up. Can you let me know if this relieves or worsens your pain?
I think it relieves it.
It relieves it? Okay.
Yeah, it feels really nice today.
Fantastic. Nice, okay. I'm just going to go through some arm movements. Can I get you to take your arms all the way up to the ceiling, please? That feels okay?
Yeah.
No pain there?
Just cracky.
A little cracky. So feel tight at all at the top there?
Where would it feel tight? Sorry,
Oh, in the shoulders.
No, it feels quite nice.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
alright. Just going to keep your arms out to the side there with your thumbs up. I'm going to try and push your arms down. Can you try and stop me, please?
Yeah.
Does that increase any pain anywhere?
No.
No, and let's take the thumbs down to the floor. Same thing, I'm going to try and push your arms down. You're going to stop me. Any increase in pain there?
That's all good.
That's all fine there. Okay, pop your arms down. Just want to check your reflexes. So, same as last time, I'm just going to pick up one of your arms so you can just let the arm be super heavy. Is that alright? So if you just lift the arm up, just let it drop really, really heavy. That's it. Just going to let go a little bit more. That's one. Fine, okay, we'll do the same on the other side. And pick up that arm, let it go really heavy, like completely weight. That's fine, good. Okay, alright. And I'm just going to pick up this left arm, I'm just going to put it into an internal rotation movement. Can you let me know if this increases your pain at all? So if I just take you across here, are you getting any pain?
No.
No, that feels okay.
Yeah.
I'll do the same on the other side. I'm just going to take this arm up, I'm going to take it in, a little internal rotation there. You getting any pain in the shoulder there?
No.
Fine, okay, cool. Alright, and I'm going to just take this arm behind you, I'm just going to have a little feel of your wrist. Can you look up to the corner of the room for me, please? Any pain there at all?
No.
Right, we'll do it on the other side. If you look up to the other corner of the room. That all feels fine?
All feels fine.
Okay, perfect. We're going to start with you on your back, please. So looking up to the ceiling, your head's going to go here, your feet are going to go that end. So similar to last time, I'm just going to be having a little feel of how the joints in the neck are moving, and we'll kind of work our way down the spine. All right. Now, while you're here, if we feel any restrictions that I think need treating, we're going to treat them straight away. Obviously, I'll let you know before we do it.
Thank you.
And if you have any pain or you need to stop at any point, just let me know.
Okay.
You just lift your head up for me. Perfect. And then pop it down. feeling a bit tender there?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other side's a bit worse though.
The left side.
Yeah. I mean, they're both pretty bad though.
They're not feeling too bad. Definitely a little bit better than last time, I would say. But
I guess with time it's easy to forget how bad it felt last time.
I think last time you rated your pain a little higher than you rated it today. But it has been a little while since I've seen you as well, so I think it would be normal to expect some tightness in the neck, particularly with all your tripods. Would you say you've been carrying them more on the left-hand side of late?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I don't carry them every day though. It's
No.
like twice a week or 3 times a week sometimes.
You're definitely feeling quite tight on the left there.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you be happy for me to adjust this left side of your neck?
Yeah.
Yeah? But yeah, be a little quick impulse through the left side of the neck, just where I'm pressing there.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah, it always feels better after I just need to relax.
So this SCM muscle, which is a muscle that runs just from here right onto the front of the clavicle, that one sometimes really tightens up, and that can sometimes stop us putting movement through there, which is, I think, is a completely natural response. The strain just got hold of your head. So, okay, so I'm just going to take your head to here, okay? And you're just going to let your head go super heavy, like a bowling ball. That's the one. And then I'm going to rotate your head to the right just a tiny bit there. That feels okay? Yeah? You're wiggling your toes already.
I'm a pro now.
It's going to be a little impulse through the neck there. You happy for me to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Super heavy head. Let it go, bowling ball head. There we go. You okay?
Yeah, the sound is so amazing.
Sometimes the joints can move without any cavitation, which is what we call the cracking sound.
Oh, that's so nice now.
Feels better?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Yeah, well, as I was saying, sometimes they don't move without cavitation, so once we've done an adjustment, even if there's no sound, we'll always just check to see if it moved. In that case, it hadn't moved.
Right.
So we try again. Usually don't try more than twice. Well, rarely do we try more than twice, just because it's going to make you really sore. Okay.
Right. Yeah, it looks like my whole left side feels better.
Good.
Like, it's so weird that like somehow like it feels better on the back as well, even though.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to get you to roll over onto your front now, and we're going to see what's going on with your neck off the back.
Psychological.
Well, it's all connected. Let's come down a little bit, just shuffle backwards. Cool. Okay, so we're going to start at the base of the neck. We're going to just work down, feeling for any restrictions in the spine. If anywhere feels tender, can you let me know, please?
Yeah.
Any tenderness there?
Not too much, no.
Lower back's feeling okay today?
It is, yeah.
Fantastic.
Much more compared to last time, actually.
Good. I'm just going to bend your legs up if that's all right. Is that increasing your back pain, or is that creating any lower back pain?
Maybe slightly in the middle.
Okay. Got a very, very mild kind of shift of the pelvis to the left, which is not a problem. Likely from things you've been doing today. Maybe if you've been sat with your legs crossed, carrying those tripods on your left-hand side. So we'll get that moving because there's some restrictions in the left side of the lumbar spine. And is this all feeling okay when I'm just pressing here?
Yeah, none of it hurts.
None of it hurts, good. Okay. Okay, so could I adjust that left side of the base of the neck?
Yeah,
Yeah?
of course, yeah.
I believe we did this one last time. So, what I'll be looking to do is to just rotate the head across to here. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
I'm just going to move your hair just there. Perfect. And take you a little bit more there, and we'll do a fast impulse through the base of the neck. Are you happy for me to put a little impulse through there? Fab. Take a breath in. Breath out. Super relaxed. just a touch lower, okay, just in this upper thoracic region, all right? So we did this one last time as well, so what it will feel like is a little pressure through there, very light. I'll get you to take a breath in, and then on your breath out we'll do a fast impulse through the joint just there.
Okay.
Okay. Nice big deep breath in, breath out. Okay. Can I do it again here?
Yeah.
Just a little lower down. Breath in, breath out. Okay? Yeah, and we'll just do one just a tiny bit further down. Nice big deep breath in, breath out. Alright, I'm not going to adjust you. Can I just get you to take a nice big deep breath in? Fab. And breathe out. Brilliant. Okay. So what I'll get you to do is to line your side to face towards me. The whole pelvis forward. Fantastic. Straighten out your legs for me. And then let's pop this foot there. Feels okay?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to twist you up a little bit more all the way through there. Comfy?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'm going to try it from this side. And keep that foot there for me. My knee's just going to go on your knee there, okay? Nice big deep breath in. Let it go. You lie to your belly, please. So your belly runs to the front. Okay. Okay, sit yourself up, please, Melissa. Just face the window. Okay. I'm just going to pop your hair just to one side if that's all right. Thank you. Okay, can I get you to have a look to the left, please? Good, and to the right. Oh, that's better. And then come back to the middle. I'm just going to take your head across to the side there. That feel okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then across to the other side.
This side feels so nice.
Good.
That's terrible.
Good. I'm glad. And can I get you just to round your spine all the way forward, please? You're going to curve all the way forward there. That all feels okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Look up to the ceiling. Great. Okay. Fantastic. So you mentioned that you've been trying to stretch it out a little bit more and use the foam roller. How many times a day are you managing to stretch it out, or how many times a day are you managing to break from work would be a better question.
I don't know, I'm not really counting. So I'm definitely at least doing like a few seconds this side and a few seconds that side at least every day.
Fantastic.
But then some days I manage to do that multiple times.
Great.
Sometimes at my desk I'm trying. And then sometimes even in the bath when I'm like relaxing.
Brilliant.
The one that feels really nice is like looking down, I try to do.
Okay.
Because it just somehow feels really good on the
Feels
back.
like a good stretch on those upper trap muscles.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would like you to start doing, so that sounds great, everything you've been doing sounds fab. What I would like you to start doing is making sure you're taking hourly breaks at work. That doesn't mean getting up and having a 5-minute wander around, but just getting up, moving all your joints, moving your shoulders, taking your head in all different directions, just nice and steady.
Okay.
A nice thing to do is sometimes do a spinal roll down, so you're just moving your whole spine, which literally involves moving vertebra by vertebra, trying to move segment by segment all the way down to the floor, and then rolling all the way up. But basically, I'm not too concerned about the movement that you're doing every hour, as long as you're getting up and you're having a little bit of a move around, just so we're less sedentary in general.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be the spinal
It doesn't have to be the
hour.
spinal roll down. If you just want to go and walk to the other side of the office, give your shoulders a bit of a roll back, move your head in some of the directions that aren't just looking at the screen, that would be fantastic.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll try.
Every hour. I know it's a big ask, but it doesn't have to be long. Even just for a minute or two would be great.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing I want you to do is continue on with those upper trap stretches. So taking the head to one side, holding it for 20 to 30 seconds. Doing that a couple of times a day would be fantastic.
So 20, 30 seconds each side. Okay, I
Yeah.
can definitely do it a bit longer then.
Yeah, so 20 to 30 seconds, holding it to one side, not pulling the head, just relaxing the hand down onto the side of the head.
Yeah.
20 to 30 seconds on each side, and we also want to be looking to stretch out the front of the chest, okay? So if you think about the position of being on a computer, quite often that pulls our shoulders forward.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating, you don't look like this, but I'm just to explain towards you. We have a little bit of tightness in the front of the chest, which is causing everything to be pulled forward slightly, including the neck to some extent. So we'll be looking to open up the chest. A good way to stretch this is to put your hand against the wall, and you can create a right angle with your arm, or you can do it with a straight arm. I like doing it with a right angle. You're going to put your hand against the wall or against the door frame, and you want to turn away. And we're looking to stretch the front side of the chest here, so you can feel a bit of a pull in the front side of the chest there. Can you do that for me, just so I know you've got it?
So it's hand against the wall.
Yeah. And turn away. It's a little bit easier on a door frame, to be honest, because you don't have to then.
Are your feet together or apart?
Feet a little bit apart. You're thinking about turning your body away. Do you feel a bit of a pull here?
Yeah.
A bit too much?
No, I feel I'm just not used to it.
Okay. And you can hold that for 20 to 30 seconds. Do that
That's going to be tough.
couple of times a day. If it feels like it's painful, you've gone too far. So try not to push into pain, but you should definitely feel a nice pull across the front of the chest.
Pulling, yeah.
And again, make sure you do that on both sides. Okay.
Oh gosh, yeah, I can really feel that.
You can really feel it. So in terms of your treatment plan going forward, I'm going to recommend that we do 2 more sessions. Okay. We'll see you next week, and then I potentially want to space out the next one to a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then we'll reassess on the 4th session and see where you're at with your pain. We'll reassess at every session, but on the 4th session, if we're still there with the pain, we'll put a further plan in place going forward on how to deal with it.
Okay.
All right, nice to see you again, Melissa.
Nice to see you again.
How have you been?
Good, yeah.
How's the neck been feeling?
I don't know what's different, but it feels way better this month.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's been exactly, just short of a month since I've seen you, so that's good to hear. Have you got any pain at all today?
Today? I really haven't.
No pain at all?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what we'll do today is we'll check you out. We'll just see how everything is compared to last time. If we need to do any treatment, we'll do some treatment.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you some exercises to do today as well going forward, because I shouldn't need to see you again.
Oh, okay.
Have you had any symptoms in the last month? So any neck pain flare-ups, any headaches, any migraines?
I've had some headaches, but I don't think it's related at all. And I can only think of maybe like one instance where I had the pain along here, but I'd been editing all day, so like at the desk, so I was just pushing it forwards too much.
Were you using a mouse?
Yeah, and I have a tendency to kind of like lean like this.
You mentioned this before, yeah. So just the one flare-up?
Yeah, that I can remember, yeah.
That's good. Okay, and then talk to me about these headaches. Whereabouts on your head are they landing?
It's kind of like near like this bit. Sometimes I get them around my eye, but it wasn't that. It was more like the front here.
Like the frontal headache?
Yeah.
And when was that?
Maybe about a week or so ago.
Okay. And you don't have any visual changes with that? No double vision? No. And just to check, in the last month, have you had any fainting?
No.
No. Any dizziness?
No.
No. Any trouble speaking, swallowing?
No.
No. And any numbness in the arms at all? Any pins and needles? Nothing like that? So no radiation is good.
No.
Okay. What we'll do then, in that case, I'll get you to pop your trainers off, and I'll get you just to take a seat on the bench, and we'll check you out.
Thank you.
Alright, if you just take a seat on the bench for me, please, Melissa. Okay, so we're going to just start by having just a look at your posture, and then we're going to run through a few of the tests that we did in our first session, just to see how you are compared to that first session, and then we'll get in with some treatment if it's needed. So I'm just going to take your hair across to one side there. Okay. And when you had your flare up, you said it was on the left?
It's down here on
It's on that right side?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just take a look to the left for me, please. Good. And to the right. Great, do that once more. Just take a look to the left. And to the right. Good. Okay, then just come back to the middle. I'm just going to take your head just across to one side there. That feels okay?
Yeah.
No pain in the right there?
No.
Fab. And then we'll come across to the left. That feels okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And you just look up to the ceiling. All feeling okay there?
Yeah.
And then down to the floor. Good. Fantastic. And come back up. That's all feeling all right. Good. Okay. Can I just get you to take your arms all the way up to the sky like this for me? No pain there at all?
No, just cracking.
Cracking. Is that in the shoulders?
I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I think it's there.
In the right shoulder. Okay. Just take your arms out to the side of me for thumbs up. So just bring your arms slightly forward. Now I'm going to get you to keep your arms like that. I'm just going to press on your arms. Can you stop me pressing the arms down? Okay. Does that feel painful at all? No. And let's do thumbs down to the floor. Stop me pushing the arms down. Any pain there?
No.
That feels okay. Just pop your arms down. I'm just going to get you to take that right arm across. And you're just going to lift it up towards your head. Does that feel painful at all?
No, it's just a stretch.
It's just a good stretch. Where are you feeling that stretch?
Here?
Through the tricep. Okay. Take that arm down. All right. Can I just get you to round your spine all the way forward, please? Just going to curve all the way down. Do let me know if anything feels painful or tender as we go through these movements. That's looking good. Come up. I'm just going to get you to look up to the ceiling. So this time you're going to push your chest forward, so you're kind of arching your back there. That feels okay?
Yeah.
Good. And then come back to the middle there. I'm just going to rotate you round to the right. Feels okay?
Yeah.
Cool. And then to the left there. Yeah. Feels alright. I'm just going to do that once more on the right. Not as much movement on the right there. I'm just going to put a little pressure there. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
A bit painful?
Least favourite.
Least favourite so far.
Not painful though.
Whereabouts are you feeling tender there?
It's like back here.
In the back of the shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay. It's in this sort of region here?
Yeah.
Or a little bit more out to the side here?
Can I do it again?
Yeah. So if I'm pressing here,
Yeah.
or in this sort of region?
Oh, that bit's what we call
more towards the shoulder?
Yeah,
okay.
that bit.
Alright, I'm just going to get you to come here and we'll put a little pressure here. No pain there?
Yeah, this side's fine.
Fine, okay. So you're feeling quite tender in here?
Yeah, that's weird. I never noticed it was like further out. I kept thinking it was the inner bit. But that feels fine when you touch the inner bit.
Okay, I'm just going to take this arm if that's okay. I'm just going to take this forward and I'm just going to internally rotate you there. Does that feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I'm going to try and just push this arm down. Can you try and stop me?
Okay.
So I'm going to push it down, try and resist me. Is that a bit sore there?
No.
That feels fine. Good. Okay. Just want to check the reflexes in your arms. But you've not had no pain down that arm there?
No.
No. Fantastic. Okay, so just going to feel a little tap just on the elbow here, just let the arm be super heavy. Fine. Okay. Let that arm drop there, really heavy. Fine. Okay, and I just want to have a little check of your eyes. Your cranial nerves before we move on because you've been having some headaches. So I'm just going to get you to look at the end of this stick and I'm just going to get you to follow that with your eyes. Fantastic. Just checking for normal eye movements. All looking great. Good. Nice. And you just do a really happy face for me. Just want to make sure perfect. All the facial muscles working. A really sad face. Fine. That's all good. Everything's working in that department. You haven't had any hearing changes, any ringing in your ears, nothing like that?
No.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to get you to lie down on your back, please. So your head is going to be here, feet's going to be that end. You're going to be looking up to the ceiling. Okay? Okay, so I'm just going to start by just having a little feel of your pulses in your wrists, and then we're going to come back to some movements through your arms. I'm just going to have a little feel of those radial pulses there. It's fine. All healthy. Okay. Alright, and I'm just going to try and stress the nerves in the arms now, just to see if we can irritate anything up through the shoulder or actually in the arm itself. So I'll put your arms in some different positions. If you have any numbness, tingling or pain, can you let me know?
Yeah.
Okay. Any pain there at all?
No. Just a stretch.
Stretch. And the last time that you came in, you've been doing, I think it was the Wii Fit room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game where you like, it's almost like Wii Fit, yeah.
Yeah. Have you been doing any other kind of exercise the last few weeks?
I did a bit of that last week, but not since about a week now. I haven't done it.
And how's that been on the Wii Fit? Has that been painful?
No, I'm really enjoying it,
That's
but
really good.
I don't think it overexerts me very much. Like, I'm not doing it hardcore.
Did that all feel okay?
Yeah, it will feel fine.
After do it inside. Okay, I'm glad to hear that the wee fit is no longer causing you any pain. Okay, just going to extend that arm out there. I'm just going to put a little pressure here. Does that feel okay?
Yeah, it feels fine.
No tenderness there?
No.
Okay. And then we'll just take this arm all the way there. Any pain there?
No.
Okay. Just try all the nerves on. That feels fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, can I just get you just to kick up your left leg to the ceiling, please? Okay. Any pain at all with that one? No?
Yeah.
I'm just going to try and bring this leg in a little bit more. If it feels painful, let me know. Okay, you're feeling a bit of a stretch there already?
Yeah, I'm not very flexible.
That's all good. Okay. I'm just going to bend that knee and I'm just going to do some movements through the hip, okay? I'm just checking for normal hip movement. That's pretty good. Got some flexibility there. That's good. Okay, that's fine. Nice. If you kick this leg up for me as well. That feels okay?
Yeah.
Good. And do the same thing on this side. No pain there at all?
No.
Got a little bit more movement on that side.
Yeah, I can really feel it. Feels easier.
Yeah. Do you ever do any sports as a kid, like any dancing or anything?
I did ballet as a kid.
Yeah. Like that lends us to have one side that's a little bit more flexible than the other sometimes.
I never knew that.
You just lift your head up. Not always, but I also did ballet as a child, and for quite a long time. And I feel like you always have one side that you show off on a bit more.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not sure if pro ballerinas would say that. They show on both sides.
Definitely wasn't pro.
Just going to be having a little feel of how the facet joints are moving in your neck. So if any of these feel particularly tender, can you let me know?
Yeah.
Are you feeling any tightness there?
A little bit tender, but nowhere near as much as last time.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit there. Yeah.
How have you been going with carrying the tripod on the left-hand side?
I've been doing it on the right a bit again.
Yeah. The right side of your neck is quite tight today. It's definitely more restrictions on the right-hand side, which is interesting because last time when you came in, you'd been carrying your tripod on the left-hand side. We had more restrictions here.
So it's just
Today,
the tripods, is it?
The tripod's influencing the movement in your neck somewhat, we could say.
Yeah. Yeah, like one day I just was like, oh, I'll hold it on the right today to balance it out, and then
Yeah.
I forgot to move back to the left.
Let's try and keep switching it.
Yeah. It's amazing what a difference it makes though.
I'm going to check out the rest of your back before we start with any adjustments. So I'm going to get you to roll onto your front, please. Come back here a bit. Perfect. You comfy there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just checking out your overall posture. You see we've got a very, very slight shift of the pelvis to the right, which is not a problem. Likely just from the way you've been sitting or carrying your tripods today. If I just press on the pelvis there, are you having any tenderness there on the left?
No.
No. And on the right?
A bit more than the left, but it doesn't hurt.
Good. Just going to bend up your legs. Feels okay there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you please push your feet into my hands to try and push me away? Brilliant. Good, nice and strong. Try and kick your heels towards your bum. Good, nice. Straighten out your legs. Kick your feet outwards into my hands. Good. Keep your feet inwards. Brilliant. Good, nice and strong. Okay. Feel tender there at all?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. And any tenderness through here? Still feeling good?
A bit more tender than the back area was.
Okay. Alright, let's just have a little feel of the scapula here. Just bring your hand onto your lower back palm up.
Oops.
Just going to get you just to relax this arm down there. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. That all feels fine there.
Yeah. Actually, it's a bit tender there.
Tender there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm feeling some of the rotator cuff muscles and tendons here. And I think they just might be slightly irritated. Again, maybe from the tripod, maybe from general posture, from moving, sleeping or walking, etc. And any tenderness up through here?
Yeah, quite a lot actually.
Feels tender. Okay.
I do sleep quite curled up on my side, if that makes a difference.
On your right side or on your left side?
Both?
Both sides?
Yeah.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, when I'm just pressing in here, what's the pain level?
Right now it's like 0. It was probably like a 4 or something a minute ago.
Okay. Alright. Okay, if you just sit yourself up, please. Okay, so what I would like to do today is an adjustment in each part of the spine. So we have some right-sided neck restrictions, some left-sided upper thoracic restrictions, as well as actually some of the ribs on the right-hand side are a little bit restricted. Nothing to be concerned about.
Okay.
They're just not moving as fully as we would want. And then on the right side of the pelvis as well. So we're just looking to get everything moving a little bit better today, if you're happy for me to do that.
Yeah.
We won't do any adjustments that we haven't done before, but we'll start with the mid-back, we'll do the lower back, and then we'll move up to the neck. If anything feels sore, if anything feels painful, you need me to stop, we don't like it, let me know. We can stop at any point, okay?
Yeah.
And then once we've done the adjustments, I'm just going to retest a few things and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
So we'll start with the mid-back. I'll get you led back on your front, please. Alright, so the first adjustment that we're going to do is going to be through here. It's kind of T5, T45 region. I'm going to create a little bit of pressure through here like that. I'll get you to take a breath in, and then on your breath out we'll do a fast impulse through the joint. If you need to stop at any point, as I said before, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay, take a nice big deep breath in, and a breath out. I feel okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I do that a little bit lower?
Yep,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay. Just a few segments below, just here. Take a nice big deep breath in, and a breath out. That one felt alright too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to do one just a little bit higher if that's alright. Okay, and then we'll just check out the ribs. Okay. Nice big deep breath in. And a breath out. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, so there's not going to be an adjustment now, but I'm going to get you to take a really nice big deep breath in, fill your lungs up with air. That's better, and breath out. Just checking for the movement of the ribs there. Fantastic. Okay, so if you just rest your hands onto the headpiece for me. That's it, and then just rest your forehead onto your hands. Is that comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to lift up the right side, we're going to lift up the centre part of the bench there. And then we'll drop it down, and I'm going to put a little bit of pressure through the side of the pelvis there, just to try and move it, okay? And we'll make quite a loud banging sound. Okay. Really nice and gentle with this. I'm going to do that again if that's okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to feel just a little push through the right side of the pelvis there.
Yeah.
Alright. That feels okay?
This is really nice.
Feels really nice. I'm just
Yeah.
going to do that once more if that's okay.
Yeah.
Great, that's moving better. Okay, if you lie onto your back, please, Melissa. Just lift your head up for me. So, we're going to do this on the left to start off with. Okay. So you're a little tight there. Okay, and I'll just show you the position first. If you change your mind at any point, just let me know. Okay. So, what I will do, I'm just going to take your head across to there. I'm going to rotate you like that. We'll put a little impulse through there like that. Are you happy for me to do that? Yeah? Fantastic. And nice deep breath in and breath out. Just relax the head. Wiggle your toes for me. Let your head really drop. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wiggling the toes that really help. So good.
Can I do the same on the right, just in a slightly different spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're moving, I can already feel how much it's released.
Good. I feel quite tender there
Yeah.
still. Yeah, that's what we're going for now.
Love the difference between the two sides.
Just let your head drop really heavy. Fantastic. Really let it go. Super relax. Relax this muscle. Go and wiggle your toes. Relax this muscle. That's better. Okay, sit yourself up, please, Melissa. You just sit on this blue part of the bench. Okay, so just going to retest a few movements, okay? Can I get you to have a look to the left, please? And to the right. Good, and then come back to the middle. Good, and then take your head across to the side there. That feels okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then across to this other side. That feels alright?
That's good.
Good, okay. And if I just press in here, are you still getting a bit of tenderness here?
No.
That feels okay now.
Yeah. Is that the bit that was tender earlier?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Yeah, no, I don't feel it at all.
Okay, good. So this may still be a little bit susceptible to being a bit tender and being a bit irritated. So this is what I wanted to give you some exercises for, and these are more preemptive exercises, so they're not so important that you need to do them every single day. Just a couple of times a week, 3 times a week would be fab.
Yeah.
If you could add these in, just so that we're keeping the shoulders really, really strong for being pulled by the tripods. Okay, so do you have one of these at home?
No.
No, you can get one off or somewhere, like just it's a resistance band.
Oh, okay.
A rubber one.
Right.
Okay. And do you have a banister at home, like on the stairs?
No.
No.
Maybe the balcony?
Yeah, like a balcony, or basically you want to be able to hook this around anything. Now I'm saying hook it around anything, it's not actually anything here I could hook it on to show you the exercise. I'm going to send them through in an email as well, but a banister would be fab. Basically we want to hook this around something, and I'm going to show you the exercise on this left arm.
Okay.
Imagine my right arm is a banister. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're simply going to open the door, so not too tight through that resistance. It doesn't want to feel like a full-on workout and you're sweating, but we're going to open the door, keep your elbow glued towards your ribs, and then slowly bring it back. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, and then you're going to put the resistance band on the other side, so it'll be on the banister over there, and you're also going to close the door. So on each arm you want to do 12 to 15 opening of the door, 12 to 15 closing of the door, and you can do up to 3 sets. But it's just going to help to strengthen the rotator cuff muscles, which are part of the shoulder, so that when you're carrying your tripod, everything's just a little bit stronger through there, because they seem a little bit irritated through the right side today where you've been carrying that tripod.
Okay.
So not a matter of urgency to do these exercises, but I think a good preemptive measure for carrying tripods around London.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
And if you can carry on with the upper trap stretches that we've given you,
Yeah.
and the elevator scap stretches, and taking regular breaks at work, that would be great.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't need to see you regularly because the pain is pretty much gone, but you know where we are if you need us.
Thank you so much.
That's all right.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye.